Hi, I'm Makoto Takemiya, one of the contributors to SORA, with updates for September 5th, 2022. Today was another busy day, working hard on preparing for the hard fork coming up shortly on the Ethereum network. This will have implications for our bridge, and the bridge will be down for about a week or so, probably, depending on how stable the Ethereum hard fork goes. And we will announce it in a more detailed article shortly. Besides that, the XSTUSD pool code was merged into the code base today, so it will start to be tested and hopefully it can go live soon. And I've got some thoughts for today from the SORA Mimetic Warfare channel on Telegram. There's this great meme that I'll put on the screen here, but the text there is quite good, so I wanted to read it. It says, "The concept of a central bank controlling the economy represents a centralized, non-democratic decision-making process without the involvement of the population. This centralized monetary system is susceptible to single-point failures. The money supply is under private control." Because, of course, most central banks are private corporations with private shareholders. The money supply is under private control. Central banks are responsible for inflation, boom-bust cycles, and banking crises, as shown in the work of Dr. Richard Werner. The lack of a credible democratic-controlled monitoring system of central banks and the fiscal system will likely lead to events like the 2008 crisis. The idea of a decentralized, blockchain-based new economic system alternatively over the present economic system appears slightly presumptuous, given the immense complexity of developing the various economic models. But there seems to be growing consensus on the existing situation. Central banks have lost the trust of the population. What emerges from this observation is clear. With public, permissionless blockchain technology and on-chain governance, we can transform, from a centralized economy to a decentralized blockchain-based economy and create a new democratic, self-regulated economic system where the entire economic system can be democratically monitored by the population. The new blockchain-based economic system will transparently self-regulate to deliver desired results, just like a computer, but with pseudonymous information. Well, it's a bit eccentric writing, but the idea is quite good, and that's really what SORA is about. The idea that central banks guide the allocation of money in an economy is the way things work, and it's not a terrible way to do things. You can't have a design without a designer. The problem is the designer is a bit insane. The designer in the contemporary system is doing things for ulterior motives, or they don't do a competent job. It depends on the case by case, but when they do a good job, the results are quite fabulous, like the post-war success of Japan and Germany, Korea, Taiwan, Thailand. All these countries use similar models, and of course China doing that now. Now there were, of course, problems. Economic or environmental degradation is one of them, because you can't just optimize for GDP alone. You also have to take a look at human development and welfare. But the concept is quite good. But when it's misused, the results are terrible. You can look at the UK, where most credit is created for financial transactions, and they just slipped behind India as far as the size of their economy. So we can do better. We can do better by removing the broken governance structure that exists around the creation and allocation of money in an economy. And we can go a step farther, and we can get rid of debt-based money, and we can replace it with a non-debt-based currency, like, for example, SOR. So that's going to have really significant implications for humanity and push humanity to the next level. We can all, I think, benefit from a new system. So with that, I've got daily network stats for today. In the last 24 hours, there were 1,510 transactions on the SORA network, 1,231 were swaps, and 46 were Demeter farming related transactions. And with these thoughts, let's get back to work.